collector has those trips to Walmart where they're looking for just that one new thing, but when it's not there, you settle for something else, usually a little line that you get once in a while. For me, it's Star Wars Microfighters from LEGO, which I've taken a liking to recently. And my favorite one so far? The AT-AT Walker. At 88 pieces, it's naturally a very simple set to build. Nothing terribly challenging or clever to it, outside of how they get it to look like the machine in so few bricks. What I like is that the legs are small enough parts to not get repetitive when you're building them, and it makes for a quick and fun build. You'll also be building the AT-AT Pilot, which is pretty heavily tamper-graphed to get his look right, especially all over the helmet. Under said helmet, he is not looking happy, probably because he knows what happens to most AT-ATs that enter combat. He also gets a blaster accessory, but since he's basically a stormtrooper with a fancier job, this is optimistic at best. Assembled, the AT-AT is far more adorable than it should be. It's like a blocky gray puppy of a war machine. At 3 inches tall and 3.5 inches long, it's compact, just big enough to get across what it is. The design is basic, mostly to get the shape of the vehicle right, so not a whole lot going on. Most of the brick building detail is in the head, where all the needed details are. I do like how it uses lever pieces to create the side guns. Well, actually, I love the head in general. I like how the cockpit is still represented, making him look like a Cylon puppy. He's got some articulation for play value. The legs all move back and forth at the top and at the ankle, letting it pose like it's walking around. The best part though? The neck is hinged to go up and down. That means it can actually assume the downed pose the AT-AT is kinda famous for. I have yet to find a small enough snowspeeder to match this scene, but I'm sure there's one out there somewhere. For some added play value, there's a 2x2 hole in the top where the pilot can sit, riding him like a horse. Pretty sure that's not what Imperial Academy teaches. Obviously, he has a pair of LEGO flick missiles as well, in case you want to spend a few months digging up your room to find where one of those flew to. If there's any downside to the set, it is the legs. They're way too short and keeps it from having the right silhouette for the AT-AT. It's only a few bricks shy of having 2-section legs that still work the same way, and honestly, I'd have cut the flick missiles in an instant if it meant getting the legs right. It is an Imperial Walker, isn't it? That's kind of its thing. Still though, it is a fantastic little set. It's fun to put together, and for $10, not a bad thing to walk out of the toy aisle with. However, I have much deeper financial addictions to address. When we open tomorrow's present, we're going to be talking a much hotter item.